Hi, I'm Kanmitu, a student of grade 12, Tech 1 at Collège du Saint Esprit, and today I have participated in the United Nations Council debate as a Secretary General. This has been a first for me. I've never participated in such an activity in a modern United Nations conference, and it's been very interesting for me. So we today talked primarily about two topics. We talked about the COVID-19 pandemic and the effects of the Russo-Ukrainian war and the full-scale invasion of Ukraine by Russia.
Hello, I'm Alex and I'm the delegate of Russia. So I've been trying so far to defend Russia and its act of war against Ukraine, which is going horribly. Okay, so
how was your experience in the MUN? Was it your first time?
It's been my first time in person. In fact, I went to another MUN last year, but it was hosted online due to the pandemic. This is actually my first real MUN with proper rules and regulations and proper enforcement of those rules. It's been a lot of fun so far.
How did the preparation went for the MUN session?
Preparation is rather extensive, especially for an MUN, and especially when you're defending an undefensible country. You've got to interpret graphs, interpret data. All of the resources are available online, of course, but it becomes a case of interpreting that information and being able to provide it in a way which solidifies your position while hopefully criticizing other countries, such as Ukraine.
If you got to choose the country you were representing, what would it be and why?
Well, I think now that I've had the experience with Russia, I think I'd choose Russia. It's a large enough country where you have a lot of information available. So it's not like some of the more remote countries like Colombia, which have very limited information available online. And also, being the delegate of Russia is a lot more entertaining because you're at the center of the debate and literally everyone is trying to criticize you.
Was it your first experience?
No, it wasn't my first experience. I have currently participated in 2 international MUNs and I have spectated 7 as well. So this one is really my first MUN that actually happened with people because the rest were actually online.
What was your opinion on the country's delegates?
The arguments shared today, they were really revitalizing and they really actually give hope that the youth of tomorrow will really change this world. And also we have seen an incredible sense of unity among youth. Actually, we have seen that these countries today, despite all the various challenges, they know how to help each other. And this is why we can reach the conclusion that these delegates, they have reminded us that humanity is indeed a common culture that we all share.
In late 2019, the past years have been difficult for all of us. Fortunately, the medical situation of this virus is now under control, but its economic impacts are widespread and are destructive. Roughly 9.6 million US citizens have lost their jobs during COVID-19 and homelessness has peaked. Our country needs quick yet effective policies to design so as to solve this economic crisis. The other very important issue that will be discussed in this conference is the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The USA urges these countries diplomatically to solve this issue so as to reduce the damage caused, especially the loss of innocent lives. Thank you for your kind attention. I now use the floor to the chair.
The President of Ukraine has mentioned peace talks. Peace talks were offered during the conflict but were refused or were not pursued by delegates from Ukraine. Does Russia have any guarantee that Ukraine actually intends to end the war this time, or are these talks only going to be futile and in the end pointless as the one previous were?
First and foremost, we should consider that the head of Russia is no longer a woman. There is no longer a woman there instead. Britain has always wished war instead of peace. But now we have the opportunity to put someone who aims for peace at the head of Russia, and then we can vote for Putin.
Delegates, urgent news has been received from reliable United Nations sources. The President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, has died. Sources tell us that Russia suspects Ukrainian involvement in his assassination. Member states have called upon the United Nations Assembly to take swift action in order to resolve this issue and restore peace in the region. You have 5 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves how you will proceed with this crisis, and you will all be asked to intervene.
Faced with these rather exceptional and unexpected circumstances, I think it's safe to say that Russian actions are going to have to wait until chain of command is restored. As of yet, we do not have any sources for who is going to be the successor to Vladimir Putin, how the country is going to continue on during this crisis, and whether the special operations in the Ukraine is going to be pursued or not. From my perspective, as delegate of Russia, it is highly possible that peace terms are going to be negotiated with Ukraine. This is because due to the incredible loss of life, loss of resources for both parties, it might in fact be preferable to arrange for some peace options or some treaty to be enforced between Russia and Ukraine in order to avoid further loss of life and for the conflict to deteriorate further involving other countries and creating an all-out world war which would be detrimental to absolutely everyone present here today. Thank you very much.